Intombi mayibe ntle. Intombi mayibe clean. Okay? Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Lisa Nkoma and I hope you enjoy this video. And happy Women Wellness Wednesday. If you don't know what that is, it is a segment on my channel where I just talk to women and we empower each other and support each other on whatever that I think of talking about. So today's video is completely unprepared. By unprepared, I mean I did not sit down and write and say, okay, so today we are going to talk about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. However, it's something that just came to my mind and I was like, I need to address this because what? The question is, am I a slay queen? Do I even, do I resonate with the whole ideologies of what and who a slay queen is, and how people actually perceive me and how people perceive most people that are almost like me, that look like me, that do things like me, and whatever. And before we even get into me answering the question, I want us to understand what a slay queen actually is. So according to definition, I'm going to read the definition of what a slay queen is. This is according to the Urban Dictionary online. This is according to, why am I looking at the wrong camera? This is according to the Urban Dictionary online, and it says, a slay queen is a young and naive girl who apparently does not date broke men. They spend hours on Snapchat and Instagram showing off things they don't even own. Another one says, girls who do not have a wealthy background but appear as if they do. They use malicious acts to attain cash, drink expensive alcohol, procure expensive cell phones, but back at home, she's a chicken chaser. Yeah, guys. Someone who is attractive enough to get what they want and looked up at by people online, who is just as much of a cold-hearted person. Many slay queens may be referred to as a gold digger or by the men, but to some girls sadly look up to her. A beautiful but damn young woman who chases after, you know what? I'll stop right there and then I'll talk about why I'm talking about this, why I'm here touched about the whole slay queen thing. So my church, I come from a very traditional church. I'm a Seventh-day Adventist, and not that Seventh-day Adventist is traditional per se, but the one that I particularly go to is very traditional, and it's most members of the church are from way back in Zim, which also takes me straight back to my childhood and how I grew up as a semi-Zimbabwean girl, semi-South African girl. So if you don't know, I'm actually South African, but my father is strictly Zimbabwean. So that's how I frequented going to Zimbabwe and being around my cousins from Zim and all of that. And even growing up, I used to always be always made to feel that I'm different from the other kids. Like, it was so uncomfortable because I'm one person that always tries to fit in where I go. By fit in, I don't say I compromise myself. I don't compromise myself, but I always try to embrace people around me and to kind of be in that environment. So I'm a quick adapter. I adapt to environments very quickly. So whenever I went to Zim, I made sure I'm not going there looking all glamorous and stuff, because I'm gonna get there and then I'll have to go get tezinkuni. I can't say I'm gonna break my nail or maktiwa basunlilo, and then I'll be like, I don't know how to basunlilo, especially because my mom is very traditional as well. She always said, they can do it, she can't do it. Don't listen to her telling you she's gonna break her nail. If it's time for y'all to go and fetch water, y'all better take her with you. If it's time for y'all to make a fire, y'all better make sure she's the one starting that fire. So that's the type of background I have, and that's how my parents raised me. And because of that, I was always okay with whatever and wherever I went. But they always made sure they make it known that I am different, and no matter how much I tried to fit in, and no matter how much I tried to do what I'm supposed to do, they still had that mentality that she's different. I remember a particular situation. I was in Zim. I was very young. I think the twins were probably not born yet. The twins are my little sisters. They probably were not even born yet. I was much younger than that, I think. I'm not sure. So this one day, it's Christmas, and you know how Christmas, we wear Christmas clothing as kids. So there I was, wearing this pink and black skirt and pink and black top, looking all cute. Then I go to the kitchen. I don't know what I was fetching at the kitchen. I go to my mom, and when I entered, one of the women was like, "Hey, mtanako akasapensana," and I was like. Then my mom, being my mom, she's like very protective. She was like, next. And okay, upensa, guys, is to, oh my gosh, I don't know how to explain what it is, but it's like someone that walks with their bums out, like walking with your bums out. So that's what they were saying I do when I'm walking. And my mom was like, no, that's not the case. She's like that. Like, what do you expect her to do? That's how she looks. And every single time I'd always try to make sure my ass doesn't show or whatever doesn't do that, because I was trying to fit into them and not be seen as she thinks she's better, or she's better, she dresses this way, she does that and does this. So what actually made this come back is because on Sunday I was with some guys from church and we were just having a conversation and all of that, and one of them mentioned that slay queen, and I asked, I was like, do you guys even know what a slay queen is, or are you guys just basing this whole slay queen thing on how a person dresses and how they walk and how they keep themselves clean and how they fix their hair and all of that? And they were just like, a slay queen is someone like you that just dresses the way you dress. And I was like, oh, so the grounds of being a slay queen to you guys is anyone that looks nice. Like, I'm always misjudged, if I could say. I always feel misjudged by people because of how I look. People don't really understand who I am and how I was raised. So fine, he's like, I'm a slay queen. I go against it. I explain what a slay queen is. And then we get to their place. So we were going to their place for lunch. Then we get to their place, and then I make food, and then I wash the dishes. And then he was surprised. He was surprised because he's like, I didn't know you can do that. I'm like, wash dishes? Who doesn't know how to wash dishes? What do you mean? He's like, no, I literally, when looking at you from outside, one could misjudge you and think you can't do anything. You don't look like someone that can cook and wash dishes and do all of those. And I'm just like, if only you knew how I was raised. I literally was the one doing everything at home. My mom is strictly that woman that wants you to do stuff. Like, there's no way you're gonna wake up and chill. That is not how I was raised. I used to cook and clean and do everything in this house, plus look after the twins because I'm the eldest. And my mom was always at work, so she just never had time for all of those things. So I was shocked because when I asked why, he's like, you just don't look like it. You're too fixed up and decent and clean and looking like you are just gonna be like, oh no, my nails, child. I don't even do my nails. But anyway, I just wanted to come here and tell you guys that don't listen to these men telling you you are a slay queen just because you look good and you clean and you all of that. You know yourself, right? You know your worth. So you going around being touched by people because they think you can't do that, you're incapable of doing that, you're not wife material, because these days they use the word wife material because you look like this and you do that and you wear heels and you know how to do your eyebrows and all of that, then you're not wife material. Don't listen to them. Cleanliness is next to godliness. That's what we were taught. So we are going to continue to be clean, to look nice. And if we want to do our eyebrows, child, do your eyebrows. It's your thing. I always tell people that, you know how they say children of God don't do their eyebrows and all of that and all of that. I always say the relationship between someone and God is exactly that. It's their relationship. We have nothing to do about it. It's none of our business. Like, it's honestly none of our business. And we always need to understand that we are all on different levels spiritually. My dog is making noise. We are all at different levels spiritually, so it's not our business to be judging people thinking, no, that one, is a slay queen because she wears a wig, she's not godly enough. That one does that, so she's not a child of God. No, that one wears long dresses that touch her knees. No, what? That touch her ankles. So she's a good child of God. She's a good godly woman and all of that. We don't judge based on outward appearance. So child, look after yourself, look good, look clean, and when you walk with pride and confidence. When you walk like you own the ground, child, because if you are not confident, but when you look good, you do good. When you do good, no, what? When you when you look good, you feel good, and when you feel good, you do good. So that's exactly how I am doing things in my life. I always say I am always misjudged, and that's okay. Whoever needs to be in my life, whoever's gonna value me and needs to value me, will see past all of those things. And by that I don't mean do snacks things and stuff. I just mean because many of these things gets tied to us not being seen as wife material by men, and guys not asking us out because they think this one is a slay queen, she's not gonna do house chores and all of that, I'm gonna have to do things myself. I always say I'm actually glad that's how people see me, because then you won't get someone that's gonna come to you solely because they see you as someone that's gonna do the work at home. I'd rather someone approaches me as I am and he gets surprised by knowing who I really am, like generally as a girl, as a woman, as a lady at home and all of that. So yes, this wasn't like a motivational episode. This was just me here to vent about how people think I'm a slay queen and all of that. And if you relate, you can comment down below, let me know how you feel and all of that. To everyone that keeps watching my videos, thank you so much. Please subscribe, please share, please comment, and please subscribe. Did I say that? Yes, please subscribe. Till the next video, guys. Bye, enjoy, look good, be happy, enjoy life, and yeah, it's your life, man. Whoever needs to be a part of your life, trust me, they are gonna come to your life, because that's how God rolls. Everyone that you need will always come through to you. So sibeni bahle, sibeni clean, siziphathe kahle, sibe intombi ezinhle. Intombi mayibenhle, intombi mayibe clean. Okay? Bye guys, see you guys in the next episode.